Hi, I'm Brian Thompson. I'm an R&D engineer at Agilent Technologies. I've got a demo for you today, and it's going to show how MATLAB can use instrument control to not only set up and gather data, but also perform some simple analysis. So to show this demo, I've got two pieces of Agilent equipment. The first piece is right over here. It's a 33522A. It's a function generator. The next piece is a DMM. It's a 34411A. Now, the way I have my source set up is to produce a 100 kilohertz sinusoidal signal, and you'll notice it has amplitude modulation of 100% depth at a 2 hertz frequency. The way I have my 34411A set up is from a simple default reset condition. And what I'm going to do using MATLAB is show you how I can actually establish instrument I/O, set up the DMM, acquire a whole bunch of readings, and then using the power of MATLAB show some plotting techniques for analysis after the data has been gathered. So right over here I have a script that I've written in MATLAB, and I'm going to talk to you about it section by section. So the first section is a couple lines of code which establishes instrument I/O with my 34411A. So as you can see, I have a IP address which I use with the Visa library that's already in the MATLAB toolbox of instrument connection, and I use open and a couple set commands, and immediately I've got an object which I can send and receive from exactly the same way I would using any other interface. My screensaver just went on. So here in section 2 is an example of how I can provide a simple query to the instrument and read back the results and display the data in a meaningful way. So obviously right after you open up instrument connection, you want to see if you have the right instrument. So this example just shows a star IDN query. In section 3, I have a simple one line of code to do a setup command. You'll see it configures the instrument for AC volts, and it has an AC band of 200 hertz. And also in this section of code, I'm going to gather 100 readings of data, and I'm going to plot them in the next section of code. So here it's just a couple of commands. If you're familiar with MATLAB, you're going to be familiar with these commands. It's nothing special, and you don't need any extra toolboxes other than the instrument I/O toolbox. So I've got this pre-written, and I'm going to run it, pushing F5. It's gathering data, and now it's done. So let's look at this plot. So the plot that we have is, the title is VRMS measurements of an amplitude modulated signal. The y-axis is volts RMS, and the x-axis is the reading number. So what we've done here using MATLAB is establish instrument connection, okay? And we've acquired data, and we've plotted it in a way that enables us to perform analysis rather quickly. So I hope you learned something today. Please join us again soon. Thanks.